Hello, welcome to Black Talk Show. I have Callie Kares. Okay, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Tina. I'm really happy to be here.
Yeah, I'm happy to have you. Tell us about your business.
Yeah.
Let's first talk about your journey from age 20 to now.
Okay, so the story that is in Pebbles in the Pond featured Lisa Nicols, Sister Lisa Nicols, from the movie The Secret, and Neale Donald Walsch. I mean, two huge luminaries of our time, right? Neale Donald Walsch has been like for 40 years. Lisa Nicols she's more current, right?
Mm-hmm.
And one of the top paid coaches in the world. Mm. And I've been so blessed to be trained with her and be one of her powerhouse speakers, as well as being featured in this book, the best-selling book. And this story is about me overcoming being stalked and shot by my coworker, and I have a bullet in my spine, and I was completely paralyzed and left in the garage where, like, my underground parking lot in my apartment building while I was going to university to put bad people in jail. That's what I was actually I was in psychology, sociology, and criminology, wanting to either be a police officer or something.
Yeah.
And then I had that happen in my life. So, but the big part of it that is actually I think the most significant part of the story is that after he shot me, he said, if I'm going to leave you here, I'm going to leave you here for nothing to live for. And I intuitively knew that this guy was going to go after my family. So I was paralyzed from the waist down. So I got myself into my car, and I would actually pull myself in from the driver's side or the passenger side, because he actually put toothpicks into the driver's side key lock, and I didn't know, but I couldn't get into my car that way. So I pulled myself into the other side, and I drove with my hands because my legs weren't working. So I had my head on the seat and drove to my hands to get out of the parking lot because I was screaming for help and nobody came. And then the one car that drove in saw the blood and me and the big rifle there. And then so they took off. And so I'm like, okay, if I'm going to save my family, I need to get help. So I drove out of the parking lot onto the street, excuse me, and called for help. And I insisted that before they put me in the ambulance, that they called my family. And luckily they met me at the hospital. So when the assailant, I'm going to call him that, did go to their house, the police were waiting there for him instead of them being there. So they were safe. So my intuition, and that's why I teach intuition, because not only has it saved my family's life, but also that's how I'm in Hawaii. Because October of 2019, before we knew about COVID, I got an intuitive hit that the world was going to close. Now, I did not know what that meant. Like, I had no idea. I was thinking an asteroid, like what's going on? I'm like, I don't know what's going on. But I got to get to Hawaii because that's what my intuition told me. And thank goodness I did, because not only was I able to be here in Hawaii when the world closed down, which the oceans were open, which meant like our lockdown was different than everybody else's. Like, we were allowed to go to the ocean every day. Yeah. As long as you didn't hang out on the beach, you just went for a swim. And that saved me, because the ocean is just so cleansing and rejuvenating and stimulating and activating, right? Yeah. So I didn't have to go through the terrible things that so many people did in big cities, like the depression and like the oppression. Yeah. It was like horrific. And my heart just goes out to those people who have had. I was actually just talking to somebody who was in France and for it. And like, they couldn't even, there was only even like not even an extra family member to go to the grocery store, even on her sister's birthday. Yes. It was like, and guards everywhere. They couldn't go to the park, nothing. So, that's a long time not to be in nature and not to be able to have freedom. It's a terrible thing. But coming back to, so, and I mean, I'm sure that it wasn't very good.
No, it wasn't good for us neither. Yeah, we couldn't go anywhere. Like even when people was in the hospital, it's going to be one person go. No, so you had to go to the hospital by yourself. You had to go to the store by yourself. It was something. Yeah, it was something.
So because I listened to my intuition, I got to be here in Hawaii with some. And then the other part of that is I'm a Canadian girl. I was born in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
And so because I was stuck in Hawaii, I reached out to the immigration and then said, hey, I'm here. And I'm not going back because I'm here and, no travel and everything. And so I basically worked with her to start a business here so that I can be legally here in the United States and expand, which is incredible. And I call this about like collapsing time, because my intention was always to retire here in Hawaii, in 10 years or so. But because I listened to my intuition, I got to collapse time and be here now and be working here, which I never thought that I could do. Like, I thought that I'd have to marry an American to be here.
Yeah.
Like even the immigration lawyer says, just get married to somebody. Come on. And I'm like, I'm going to do this completely, on my own. So I can be my independent woman that I am, right?
Yeah.
So here I am. And so that's what I've been teaching for over 20 years, whether it's Fortune 500 companies like Motorola, or like Chase Morgan, or all of these people that I come in to. They're very progressive companies, right? Mm-hmm. I've been doing this for a long time, and I've been like quoted as being the best program in all of the history of from Motorola. Like that's literally what they said. Mm-hmm. And what I've done is I empower people and activate people so that they can accelerate their success. And it's not just in business, it's also in life. Like I work with people that are have 9-to-5s as well. Yeah. And it might help them to be it does help them to be better leaders in their jobs. And it also leaders in their community or in their family. It helps in all aspects of life, relationships, and all health, wealth, and everything. Yeah. Talking about physical, actually, another thing was, again, I saved my own life by, I actually got it's called rat lungworm poisoning, which is a parasite. And I didn't know what it was, but I tuned into myself and I heard, drink fresh coconut water. Fresh coconut water is anti-parasitical. I didn't know that mentally, but my intuition told me that. It saved my life. Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's a blessing. Yeah. So for 30 days, that's all I was in bed. I was so weak. It took me a day to drink a coconut. That's how weak I was from this parasite that goes into your brain and dies. It's a big deal. Yeah. And potential deadly or paralysis again. So anyway, the intuition has helped me in so many ways. It's helped my clients. That's how I empower people. And then I have all of these wonderful things to accelerate and to get them into alignment and teach people how to bring their high vibration up, to stay attuned to their values and their own integrity, because I don't want to be anybody's guru. I'm here to teach people to be their own guru. And it's basically we're all intuitive. But unfortunately, from little kids, we've been told, no, I know better. Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen, I'm right. Listen to your teacher. Listen to your boss. Yeah. And we've been disempowered. And I'm all about empowerment. Yes. It's empower you to do what your heart tells. Connect to your heart. Connect to your dreams. Connect to your everybody. What there is their unique passion. In Hawaii, we call it our kuleana. Our kuleana is our purpose, right? And so our God-given purpose that we accepted to be in our hearts and in our souls, and connect to that, and then and make a special sacred
connection.
connection with that. And then when we commune with ourselves and with that and with God, you know, and whatever people call God, it could be creator, you know, universe, spirit, whatever anybody calls that. But that light that we have inside of us, when we do that, we are unstoppable. We are more powerful than anybody could ever imagine. Miracles happen, and we become a miracle magnet. And I have miracle stories left, right, and center that I can share of my own life and then of my clients. Like, I'm going to give one example. One of my incredible clients that I just love her, love her. She wanted to get out of the city and get into, and her name is Alexis, and she's now a coach. I trained her actually to be a coach as well. And she's rocking it out of the ballpark, but she was in an apartment building. She wanted to get to this, and there she thought, there's no way that I'm going to get enough money from this apartment building to buy a big property where I want to be. Well, miracle happened. A big developer came and gave them every single person in the apartment building way above what it was worth to buy the apartment building, so that because it was a 3-story or two or 3-story, and they wanted to put a high rise up there, and so they gave them way above the regular price. So I mean, that's a miracle to me. That's a miracle.
Yeah, it is a miracle.
You know, and that's what, and we held that, and it's like when they say when 2 or more of us come together in God's name, right? Then miracles happen. And so that's what I do with my clients is I bring them, I mean, I love them and I support them and empower them and help them go through all their blocks and get rid of their limiting beliefs and activate them. It's all about activations. It's all about being activated, because like coming back to the COVID thing, I mean, we all were, you know, like everybody had to slow down and pull in and the fear and you know, all of those things, which deactivated everybody from being their open and activated self, right? So, and everybody decelerated because everybody slowed down. Great to slow down once in a while and to check in, but 2 years, success loves speed. I'm gonna accelerate and get to success and get on the speedboat. And get accelerated and get success, and whatever that success looks like, because my clients, it's different for every single person. Some people it's about getting pregnant, and I've helped them, you know, with that, you know, by just helping them visualize and becoming, you know, and I mean, that's how I overcame paralysis. Literally, I didn't do anything except for take care of my body, you know, making sure I put good food in it. But I kept visualizing, because I learned back in basketball to see the ball. I'm 6 feet tall, so I'm a basketball player and volleyball player. But I learned from my incredible basketball players who was actually a Super Bowl ring winner, Super Bowl winner. So that, you know, and so he taught me to visualize, see the basketball in the basket before it left my hands. And this was before The Secret. This was before, you know, so I was visualizing, right? So when I was paralyzed, I was visualizing myself dancing, being back in Hawaii, because I had been here since I was little, when I was a preteen. I was my first experience, and I knew that I wanted to live there and I wanted to be there. So literally, I got shot on January 22nd, and by the end of March, because my birthday is April 12th, by the end of March, I was in Hawaii, because one day, just instantaneously, energy to them.
You moved.
And I threw down my walker, and it was like as if somebody hit me on the head like this. And it was just like, it went from being paralyzed and not being able to feel my legs at all to instantaneously being able to dance and being back. And it was just like that. I mean, but of course the visualization was happening every single day, every day. That's all I kept doing. I kept going. And my mom taught me the little train that could. I know I can, I know I
No, I
can, I
can.
know I
Yeah.
can, I know I can, I know I can. So that's what I was actually doing when I was moving my walker. And I kept saying, I know I can, I know I can, I know I can, I know I can. And that was like literally, I know I can, I know I can, I know I can, I know I can.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And it got you through. Yeah.
Got me through, and
Yeah.
it got me here.
So
And
walking and look at you. Yeah, I can dance and everything. So
yeah.
tell us a little bit about your retreat.
Oh, thank you. I'm so excited about my retreat. It's at the end of September. It's the last week of September, from the 27th till October 1st. And it is incredible. It is on this incredible property right by the beach, and it has orchards of every fruit that you can imagine, like all wild right there on there. And there's like unlimited fruit right from the tree, like avocados, mangoes, pineapples, things that you don't even know, like people don't even know what an ulu is or breadfruit. There's things, jackfruit, people don't know what that is. I mean, a lot of people, some people do. Lychee, there's all of these incredible things, sapotes. The one tastes like vanilla pudding, another one tastes like chocolate pudding, and they're like,
Really?
and then there's egg fruit. It's called egg fruit, and it tastes like custard. It tastes like vanilla custard. It's incredible.
Yeah.
So, and it's rich and creamy and so good.
So it's all inside of the fruit. Is that what it is?
All inside of the fruit. You like literally just crack it open, take out the little nut on the inside, and take your spoon, and it's like God's already given this, like it's already in its container. It's just
okay. Yeah.
So, but at the retreat, not only do we have like a pool and basketball courts, and every single room has a bed. They're like, it's a whole suite, and there's 16 suites, and they have their own bathroom and lanai means patio, and it's all on this incredible property. And what we're going to be doing there is we're going to be accelerating. We're going to be letting go of old belief systems. We're going to be doing sound baths and accelerations. And I work with some incredible energy. I've been an energy worker for 25 years as a Reiki master, but also like a conduit of many, many energies that I've worked and been initiated in. And then what I do is I initiate people and give them the initiation, but also then we work from that initiation. We even we activate them and activate. Literally, you feel like you're on a cloud after you're done. And I actually just did a private session for somebody the other day, a couple of days ago, and he's down in Australia, and he had a private session with me over the phone, and I activated him, and he texted me 15 minutes later and said, I just came up with he's a multimillionaire, and he came up with $1 billion idea. He's like, Callie, you're the real deal.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to be interviewing him and having him on my Facebook Live so that everybody can see and how it can be instantaneous, like literally. He's like, I've never thought of this before. I could feel the tingles all through my body, and everything. I was just lit up, and then all of a sudden this $1 billion idea came through. That's what happened.
Yeah. Do you do meditation too?
Absolutely. I've worked with Deepak Chopra personally. Him and I have done personal work together. And then he asked me if I could run the meditation groups in all of Vancouver. And so I did 2 of those I did the whole Be the Change meditations, and I've been doing meditation. I mean, that's my jam.
That's your jam.
That's my jam. Meditation, visualization, activation, energy work, just getting you from here to here as fast as we can so that you can get from there to wherever you want to go. And like I said, I don't tell people where to go. I just help them get to where they want to go. So, aligned with God's purpose and with their divine purpose. And I just, and we also in Hawaii here have I call them our divine porpoises, which is of course the Hawaiian spinner dolphins, which are absolutely incredible that we get to be blessed up with here in Hawaii.
Do you swim with the dolphins? Yeah.
Actually just in the water yesterday, just swimming across the bay, and all of a sudden here they are, like underneath me, all loving me up, and I was just like, it's just like, oh,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, so amazing. Yeah. I remember my son was younger. He used to be fascinated with dolphins and whales. So we went to SeaWorld. He was young, he was little then. And he actually seen that dolphin in real life. He was saying, nope, no more. Because he said he didn't realize, because he's always gonna swim with the dolphins. He was like, he seen how big they was, and it was really the whale. He was like, oh no. He used to carry the stuffed animals and everything around. But once he seen it in real life, I think it scared him.
Right.
Well,
Well,
he don't
that
want
can
me telling that
happen.
story though. He said, don't tell nobody that.
Right. Shh, it's a secret.
Yeah, but
I don't believe in secrets. No, that's good that you told me that, because you know that I'm sure now being older that he could revisit that belief system, because they are incredible beings that have such incredible energy, and their sound, like that is actually sound therapy as well. So, and you get activated by that. So that's one of the incredible things that get to happen here in Hawaii, to be activated with that. So yeah. Have you been to Hawaii?
I have not been to Hawaii. I want to go, but yes, I'm looking forward to going one day. Yeah, I hadn't made plans yet, but that is on my bucket list.
Well,
So what part of Hawaii are you in?
So I travel to all the islands, and I've lived on several of the islands, but I'm on the big island of Hawaii, which is, it's actually a place, there's a place called Kealakekua, and Kealakekua means pathway to the gods. And it's a very powerful place, a spiritual place where a lot of spiritual work is done. And so that's my home. Like, it's just like, it's my home.
My last guest said that she had some property in Maui. That's what she was telling me. So yeah, and I said I'm not sure, because I was telling you were coming on. I said, but I'm not sure which part of Hawaii she was in, but she has some property in Maui. She's thinking about coming down to do a retreat, I think, or something like that.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, connect us, sister.
Yeah.
I always love loving, like, anybody that knows, if you haven't been to Hawaii, there's nothing in the world like it. I've traveled the world.
Yeah.
You know, from Mexico to Thailand to Europe, all over, down Costa Rica, and all the way down to basically the very tip of the Buenos Aires, because that's not Panama, Patagonia, which is like, right, which is like literally you're at the very tip of the south. And you can almost see the icebergs down there, literally, and penguins and everything. And nothing compares to Hawaii. There's beautiful places in the world, and they're all have their own essence, but the essence here is so activating. And that's what it's all about, is like, and the activations, and and people say, people who experience it here, they say that exactly that.
Yeah, everybody that I've talked to that has been to Hawaii, they loved it. They didn't want to leave.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Exactly. Yeah.
And by the way, I'm going to be talking about activations on July 10th. I'm going to be running an activations on Facebook here. So July 10th, I'll be doing a 5-day activation and getting people prepared to come to Hawaii and to see what I do. Literally, I'll be doing this, and it's all free. Usually there's a huge charge, but I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission. My mission is to activate 1 billion people in the next year. A billion. Now,
that is your bodacious dream, right? That's what you're gonna do. Yeah,
that's right. Now, I have already been on some huge platforms where I've done tens of thousands at a time, activating tens of thousands, and I just want to keep going. So I want to thank you for having me on this, because literally now your audience knows about this, and then they can join me, and then they whether they want, and they can join and get activated.
Yes.
And just the more,
the merrier.
yeah, but it's like we really are. This is a new era. This is like we're birthing a new earth. And this is the time that we all need to tap into the God source inside of us, our spirit, you know, our divine essence, and live the life of our dreams and accelerate and elevate the consciousness of the world. I mean, it's time to, you know, get back to our roots, basically.
The roots, yeah. I agree. So do you have any final words for the audience that you would like to share? And make sure you send me your information about your retreat, and I'll share it as well.
Thank you.
And about your 5-day activation.
Initiation.
Okay.
Yeah, activation. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Yes. So the activation will start next Monday, July 10th. And that will be with me, Callie Kares, on my Facebook page. So connect with me, and that will be that. And then the retreat is in September. But I really, if you're thinking of coming to the retreat, make sure to be with me on the 10th and through the 15th, so that you can see what I do and get activated, so you can prepare, because you want to prepare for September, because I don't want to, I want to blow your mind, but I don't want to blow your mind off. I want to be like in a daze. So it's like preparation for the big work, and it's going to be fun, and it's going to be incredible. There's the tribe, the TAP tribe that I, like, you know, of my total activated program tribe people. I mean, they are just amazing, and it's just going to be fun and life-changing. I mean, literally life-changing. You will not be the same person that you were when you first before.
So how do, if they wanted to book you to come, how would they be able to book you? Do you have a website, or how do they
I do have a website now. I have, so there's tapprograms.com. You can get a call with me, a free call, and then line up and get in on that way. But I make sure that everybody's worked with me before, like, and even if that's just coming to my free challenge, because I want to make sure that they are ready for this, because it is a real conscious awakening in even conscious people that have, like, whether they're even a Reiki practitioner themselves or whatever, or you know, other body work or other light work, they all say like they've never been activated like this before in their life. So from the activations that I do, so it's really important to get a hold of me, and so you can reach me out. And then my name is Callie Kares, Callie Kares, and I have, so CallieKares.com. I have Kares Consulting. There's if you Google me, you can find me. I've got YouTube. I've got, you know, Insta. I got it. When it comes to social, I'm there.
And it's Kares with a K and not a C. Just so,
right.
Let's get that out there. So I'm gonna ask you any final words like to tell the audience, anything like something coming from the heart, or anything you want to tell them?
Yeah. Thank you for asking that. I'm so glad you mentioned heart, because our heart has a magnetic field that is wiser and faster than our brain. Most people think our brain tells our heart, but it's actually our heart tells our brain. And when we're connected to our heart, we are unstoppable. And that is a big part of what I teach, is connecting to the electromagnetic field for manifestation. And we can manifest incredible things in our lives and very instantaneously. And that is, so it is all about heart. It's all about loving ourselves, knowing that we are worthy, and that we are worthy of wealth. We are worthy of health. We are worthy of all the things that are God-given things for us. And that is all connecting to our heart and to our spirit. And that's what I want people to know, is that it really is about love and about heart and loving ourselves first.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much. Okay, Callie Kares, I am appreciative of you coming on the show. I enjoyed our time together. Maybe you can come back again and give us some more tips or something about your anything programs you have coming up or anything like that. You're welcome to come back.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. It's been an absolute pleasure. And you are such a delight. I'm so glad we're connected.
Yeah.
And thank you again, and much blessings to you.
Much blessing to you too.